What's up, my little turkeys, and welcome to J-Max Amateur Kitchen. Today, we're gonna be making some Thanksgiving stuffing. So French Roses asked for this stuffing recipe a while ago. We're finally getting around to it. Let's do this. Actually, I think this is more Thanksgiving dressing because it's cooked in a pan, but you can use this as stuffing too. Found this awesome recipe on Epicurious. I'll link it in the description below. I'll have the recipe down there as well. Let's make this thing. Start off, we got a pound of white bread. We're just gonna tear this up into pieces. That doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna take some butter and butter up a 13x9 pan. And we're gonna put in our bread pieces. And we're gonna put that in a 250-degree oven for about an hour. Let that toast up. All right, while that's going, let's cut up some of our veggies. Onion. We got 2 medium-sized yellow onions. Let's dice them up. If I learned anything from Gordon, it's to keep this, cut this side off, and cut this in half. You take the skin off, and now we get this little nub to hold on to. We're gonna cut into the onion 1/4 inch apart, but we're not gonna go all the way up. Oh my god, I went all the way up. And we'll just make a few cuts this way. And then we can just start dicing. And when you get to the end, you have this little nub to hang on to. Alright, onions are diced up. Let's get some of this going. Now normally you're supposed to use celery, but I hate it, so we're gonna try some fennel instead. We want 2½ cups of usually chopped celery. Let's try this fennel. I'm gonna break some of these off. I don't know if I want all of that. I'll leave a little bit on there though. Alright, we got that cleaned up. I'm just gonna cut it into thin slices. Alright, that's not 2½ cups, but I figure fennel is stronger than celery, so we should be okay. Alright, you wanna know the secret to good Thanksgiving stuffing or dressing? It's butter. We're using 3/4 cup or 1.5 sticks of butter. You can't be scared to use it. Alright, we got this going on medium-high heat. Once that's melted, we're gonna add in our onions. And either your celery or fennel. Let's add about 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of black cracked pepper. And let's let that cook for about 10 minutes. Alright, let's check in on our bread. Now, I just realized that the recipe calls for all the bread to be in a single layer, so mess that up, but it's an amateur kitchen, so, you know. Let's just stir that up a little bit, but it is looking toasty, so this is good. Alright, we got about 10 more minutes. Pour yourself a nice cheap glass of wine, if you're of age. Alright, so our bread is done. Let's take that out. Let's close up our oven and switch that to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And check this out, at the same time our bread is done, our veggies are good to go as well. We got a little bit of browning. Alright, check this out, this is nice and toasty. Look at that, ready? Boom, cracks. So let's add this to a mixing bowl, along with our vegetables. To that, we're gonna add 1¼ cup of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of sage. I wish this was fresh, but they didn't have any. 1, 2, a tablespoon of thyme. Again, fresh is better. But they did have fresh rosemary. So let's chop this up. All right, that's about 1 tablespoon. Let's add that in there. And let's do about another teaspoon of salt and another teaspoon of black pepper. And now let's just incorporate. Ooh, that smells good. Put that off to the side, let's let that sit for a little bit. Alright, in a small bowl, crack 2 large eggs. And let's add 1¼ cup of our low sodium chicken broth. Let's mix that up. And we're gonna add it to our stuffing mixture. Let's gently fold that in again. And we're gonna throw that back into our 13x9 pan. Let's even it out a little bit. We're just gonna top it off with about 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. Cover that up with some aluminum foil. Whoa, different angle. Let's throw that in our 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Update, already cleaned up the whole kitchen, washed all the dishes. I also bagged up the leftover fennel leaves that we took off. We can't waste this. Let's make like a cocktail or something, you know? What's going on with you guys? I kinda wanna do a live show. I wanna talk back and forth with you, like live. All right, that's enough of that. All right, I think we're good to go. It's been 40 minutes. Let's take this out. Boom. Get this uncovered. And we are now at the part where you can stop the day before. You get all this done, you can cover it back up, put it back in the fridge, cook it tomorrow. Put it back in the oven at 350 for about 50 to 60 minutes if it's still cold, 40 minutes if it's still warm. We're gonna cook the rest of this today though. All right, so no cover, put it back in the oven. Let's cook it for an additional 40 minutes. And it's been another 40 minutes. Time to see the finished product. Oh, and look at that, it looks amazing. Oh my God. Thanksgiving dressing. We're gonna bring this to a party, but let's give it a little tasting here. Whoa, oh my God, it's amazing. You guys gotta try this. French Roses, this one was for you. You gotta let me know if you try this. It's amazing. Thanksgiving dressing, AKA Thanksgiving stuffing. Thanksgiving dressing and or stuffing. Thanksgiving dressing and or stuffing. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. Curious if I did a live stream, would you be interested in watching it all? Comment below, let me know. If you're new, you wanna see more, subscribe to the channel. New videos every week. Thank you.